Alright, we've got another no cooling call here. No idea what's going on, they just know it doesn't work. So let's go see. Okay, so the homeowner says they changed the thermostat just because they, thought maybe it was bad and they wanted a new one anyway. They also said I had been here before. I think I may recognize that. So we may have actually installed this. It looks like my baloney cut and my painting it like the brick. But no fan, no nothing. So we're going to take a look at the furnace first thing. Outside the door. I think I do remember this job. That looks like our duct work. Looks like the way we run the trunk line and the flex branches. And there's the old C9MVX. I did sell a bunch of those back in the day, where I sold comfort takers for, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years. And there it looks like we got a ripped open piece of flex right there. All right, let's get over there and sit in the dirt. All right. Still looks pretty clean in the plenum and all. A little bit of dust, and somebody has added this. That's definitely not mine. Huh. Got it right in the top of the coil. That's not a bad idea. If you're going to have that type that doesn't make steam, at least when you're just blowing water in the ductwork, you're catching some of it in the coil in the drain pan. I don't like those things there. All they do is just cause mold and mildew problems. But I smell something. As soon as I open this up, I could smell something burnt. I don't know if it's fan motor, transformer, or what it is. We're not getting any power. And the fuse is not blown. Like one screw missing. Just those two that hold the blower in. Somebody's definitely been working on it other than us, because this is not ours, but hopefully that's not either. I don't know if somebody's had to replace the motor or what would have happened. So I'm going to guess that what I'm smelling is the transformer. So the first thing I'm going to determine is if we have high voltage. And if we do, try to determine if we have low voltage. So I'm going to unplug the high voltage to the transformer right here off the board. And then I'm going to go to ground with one. And on that spade with the other. Push the door switch in. Now We do indeed have 120 volts. So now I'm going to take the secondary, the output of the transformer, the blue and the red, take those off. Stick my meter on those, plug the transformer back in, and we got nothing. Push the door switch in. 0, nothing, nada. So, looks like we have a bad transformer. So the common was here and the hot was over here on this other board, fan control board. And I remember that about these old C9MVXs. So that's got it unhooked. If we can get it out of here, we'll take these leads here and wire nut them to a new universal transformer. And get back on here and see what happens. And the fuse is not blown, so I think this must be a high voltage failure of the transformer. Don't know if there could have been a surge maybe or something here, or don't know what the reason would have been, but I don't think there's danger of it blowing in my hand when this is the case. So we're just going to stick one back on here. And see what happens. Alright, let's go get one. Found me a roofing shingle over there to bring over here and sit on, so that's not as bad as sitting in the dirt. But look at that hole right there. I've not seen a hole exactly like that. It's pretty big. See my fingers up there next to it. Whatever dug that is fairly significant. Okay. Got a Mars Universal job here. And universal means we don't need all these wires. So I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to keep the black and white. Obviously keep the blue and yellow. And I'm going to cut all of these off the other one. And we're going to use them with the very simple wire nut job. I got no problem with wire nuts inside of a furnace or inside of any cabinet for that matter. So here's the two low voltage or secondary wires, whatever you want to call them. And there's the two high voltage. Or primary wires. Never fails, the phone rings anytime you're trying to do something. So I'm hoping this thing will line up to mount right back where the other one came off. And it does. Okay. So I'm going to plug our black wire on where it says transformer. Plug our white wire back onto neutral there. And these two don't really matter. The secondary or the 24 volt don't really make any difference, but hook that one there. Trying to put it on there a little crooked. Should have brought a zip tie with me. Kind of tightened up these wires a little bit. I'm gonna keep a couple in there. All right, so let's see what happens when we turn on the switch. I hear the condenser. And there comes the fan. So, let's get the door back on and get it moving. All right, she's running. So you see a green one. Right then. Obviously normal operation. Okay. So I'm gonna ask him if he wants any other servicing done or anything. We'd have to schedule that for later. Don't have time for that right now. Looks like some of the tape coming loose in a spot or two. I saw a duct across there needed to be patched. So a couple of places popping loose up there. No staples in it, obviously. back up and going. Obviously somebody else has been over here a time or two. Who knows, maybe they bought one of those home warranties or something. I'm glad nothing came out of that hole while I was in here. Let's get out of here and collect the money and go to the next one.